So I've been with Sitecore for about a year and a half now. My focus is really around how can we innovate with AI and utilize AI in our products is to help our customers. So our customers are really marketers and technologists and marketing technologists, and we want them to be able to do their best work with the help of AI. And this is really what I work on, is trying to innovate these solutions that help throughout the content and experience lifecycle. I do like research around generative AI. I actually work on coding projects with my daughter as well. She's 7 years old now, but we created a book together with the help of AI. So that's something I'm passionate about. And then other than that, it's really spending time with family and going to the gym. But what I'm really excited about going forward in 2025 is agentic workflows. I think this is where we're all going, into the model where AI is not just doing these workflows, replacing or automating steps we used to do, but really think deeply and be able to create a plan and execute that plan for us through agents and through agentic workflows. I think there are two pieces to making agentic AI work properly in production. The first piece is data and context, right? Being able to know what data AI needs is critical for any AI problem to be solved. The second piece is, because there is just so much to do, how can AI learn from humans? And this is where we think humans will excel are in things that are really unique when it comes to a campaign brief, and AI will excel in things that are more repeatable. But there are pieces of that are so unique to humans, or humans want to retain doing them, and there are other pieces that we can let AI do. So for example, SEO optimization, or converting this blog post into the social media post are things that AI might be able to do automatically as part of that agentic workflow. Whereas something like coming up with the campaign idea and making this exciting idea that is in context with what's happening in the world today, is in context with how I want my brand to be represented, and so on. AI can definitely help by inspiring me, by doing the research and giving me the market insights, but it's really the marketing team sitting down together and brainstorming is what will create this unique marketing spin on it. As we started working on different pieces of our AI capabilities, one of them was brief generation, being able to generate briefs with AI. So what we ultimately are doing now is helping by collecting that data, having AI collect that data for them and structuring it in the right way, but still giving them the flexibility and the room for them to go sit with their agency and brainstorm in a meeting around the idea that will just click with their customers. When it comes to enterprise platforms like Sitecore solutions, we take not just ultimately what the data or how the model is returning results, but also how it's been trained and copyright infringement information. And this is why we've chosen to partner with Microsoft with Azure OpenAI. We found that Microsoft has the strongest commitment to guardrails and to ensuring non-copyright infringement out of all the models available. So we've chosen to partner with Microsoft when it comes to how we implement AI in our products. Yeah, I think prompt engineering is definitely a critical capability that everyone's going to need to do and know. But I think what you just mentioned ultimately mentioned three pieces of the puzzle, right? Like the prompt, the data to retrieve, and then the agent that did the action, right? So these are ultimately these agents that are working together and being able to identify what steps do I need to do to accomplish this task, right? And prompts are just one piece of the puzzle. I think it's context. How do I bring that context in the prompt? How do I write a great prompt to be able to take action? But then how does it take the action for me, or take the right action for me as well? I would say stay hungry. I think one of the key things that I've seen that differentiates people is that hunger to learn. And if you're hungry to learn, you can learn whatever happens. As we look at things, they're moving so much faster. Like that hunger to learn becomes an essential trait in the coming workforce. All AI tools are going to be part of our day-to-day work. Just like the office stack, we use Word, we use PowerPoint, we use all these different products on a day-to-day basis. And I think AI tools in the workplace will just become a second nature. Just like, again, if you think about it, all it took for Zoom and Teams and all these meeting tools to ultimately become second nature to us was COVID, right? So I think AI is just it just needs that spark, and I think we're starting to see that spark. These tools are going to be critical because one of the things we've always looked at is how Microsoft Office has this search box at the top, right, which was supposed to be the single search that does everything. It never quite reached that state, and this is where a lot of Microsoft customers are still looking for other tools that can do that for them, because even though it's a great semantic search tool, that search box in Office, it still knows only Microsoft technology. How do we bring them together, I think, is going to become critical. And as AI becomes more percolated into the organization, it's just going to be essential to have tools to be able to tap into the sum of all knowledge. So just like I'm talking about the sum of all knowledge when it comes to marketing operation, I think when it comes to an organization, the sum of all knowledge within the organization is also very, very critical.